Welcome back, everyone, to Poppin' Often with Lofton. Today. First of all, it's not welcome back, everyone, to Poppin' Often. You need to get excited. Put some bass in your voice. Welcome back, everyone, to Poppin' Often with Lofton. Today, we are going to be looking at everything wrong with Disney Speedstorm. This, my friends, is Poppin' Often with Lofton from 5 months ago. Yes, 5 months ago, I was already making videos about the pain that the free-to-play players would suffer. I already knew the pain before you even knew the pain. I'm just saying, you know I got your back like a butt crack. So the real question is Disney Speedstorm changing for the better, or is it remaining the same and we just never paid attention to it? Everything wrong with Disney Speedstorm 5+ months ago. What is one thing that you want changed in Disney Speedstorm? Not added. What is one thing you want changed that already exists in Disney Speedstorm? I'm excited. Let's start. Let's go. Let's go ahead and hop on into it. The first thing I want to talk about is levels. Now, if you are a very skilled player, levels don't really mean a thing to you. You can still outrace anybody with higher levels than you. If you guys didn't know, stars give hidden speed stats. If I'm level 25 2 stars, you're level 25 3 stars, you're always going to be faster than me. Nowadays, the more money you put into Disney Speedstorm, the easier the game becomes. It's easy to get to the top of the leaderboard if you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's easier to blaze through the season tour if you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. It's easier to complete limited events, you guessed it, if you spend hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So yes, there's a slight skill in there, but if someone just pays more than you, you're gonna lose. That is not how it was back in early access. In early access, you couldn't pay for upgrades, you couldn't pay for shards, you were only able to get shards and upgrades based off the season tour or rolling the loot box with the coins that they gave you. Now, they did give people more coins and stuff for becoming a better founder. So if you bought the founders pack for, like, I think there was one for $100, you got more than someone who bought the founders pack for $20. So there was still kind of a pay to win aspect and you were still winning because you spent more money. But now they kind of doubled down on that. Now if you just spend more, everything's easier. You're top of the leaderboard. Like, literally no one can mess with you. I was really sad when that happened. Like, really sad, because look at my face. Just look, I'm over there, huh? Not over here. Look at my face. I love this game. I mean, I still love the game, but like, I was so hopeful back then. But let's keep going. Right, and so there should be something to help those players be better. Right. And the fix is not giving them cap check mechanics. Well, that's another talk entirely. But there definitely needs to be either some type of gate so that people can't play. Like, if I'm level 5, I shouldn't be able to play with people that are level 15. You should stop me until I reach 10. Once I'm 10, then I can go ahead and play with people between 10 and 15. Now, I know there's an issue with this because if there's not a lot of players will not be finding games. But let's be honest, I'd rather have that than racing people that are high levels. Again, if you are a casual player, it's extremely hard for you. Right. And it's the same thing when playing against bots or going into the pass. You literally just cannot be 2 levels behind or else you're not going to be able to win. It's very hard to win races versus those bots unless you do take those drifts, unless you do go crazy. Now, the bot thing is actually funny, because we had this issue in early access as well, but it got worse when free-to-play hit. It's actually a lot harder to beat bots nowadays than it was before, which I think is weird. Now, I do think it's a little strange, but I understand that it's there to stat check you. They don't want you to complete more without leveling up, because that defeats the purpose of the game. If you can complete everything without leveling up, well, then there's no reason to level up. There's no reason to star up. But I'm just saying, we could have made it so that it was harder to win without making it feel like you cheating. No, I'm just saying, them bots be cheating. You know they do. Let's move on. That should not be the focus of the game. I know Disney Speedstorm is more serious than other kart racers, but that's true. Crossing it, right? And so it gets to the point where it's like nobody really wants to play it because it's too hard. Right. I like it. Like I said, it's one of my favorite games, but I'm a tryhard. The whole game concept should not be focused on tryhards. Right. That's what I'm trying to say. The second thing I want to talk about are abilities. Now, abilities in this game inherently aren't that bad. Again, when you're playing things with your friends or stuff like that, it's not really that bad. It's pretty fun. It's enjoyable. It makes us laugh. However, here we go. Talking about ranked, we definitely need to adjust some of this, especially when we are going into higher levels. Once you're into higher levels, everything just becomes more explosive. Right. All the character abilities become explosive. All the abilities you pick up become explosive. It gets to the point where it's ridiculous. Like, it's really just like, okay, I guess I'm in a high rank. I guess I'm in a high level. I lose because you just got luckier than I did. That's not how ranked is about skill. I don't think I should lose or win because I get lucky. Right. I mean, nowadays it's way worse. There's a lot more characters out there that are really, really strong. And again, this is an issue that I had even before this video was made. Like right now, if you literally just play a character with cloaking abilities and whatnot, you can win a lot more in higher ranks. Elizabeth Swann is like one of the easier characters to win with because she's always invisible and her ability is just broken. Like that shouldn't be a thing. You shouldn't have some characters excel because they're overstated or they are, I won't say overstated, I'm sorry. They are overtuned and they have abilities that make them invulnerable 24/7. Like that doesn't really make much sense to me. And so this is already something we had in early access and it doesn't look too good for you, Disney Speedstorm. That's all I'm gonna say. We haven't fixed anything we had issues with. They just got worse. But let's keep going. As an example, I was in 4th place with Mike. Seriously. I get a freaking door and I'm in 1st place and win because the finish line is right there. That's not fair. Even if you have the teleport ability, you just win? Like that's not fair. That doesn't show skill, that shows luck.
Right.
And again, it's not a problem in the lower ranks, in the lower levels of the character because they're not that busted. But when you get to a higher level, they become ridiculous. Right. And so there needs to be some balance on that. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is definitely going to be ranked progress.
Ooh,
now, they did a change with ranked a while ago, and I already felt like it wasn't going to be something that we should be doing. It should be taken slowly and adjusted as we go. However, the way that they did it made it so that it was easy to climb, but once you get to a specific spot, then the skill gap is ginormous. Now, this rank change is pretty funny because I actually said it wasn't going to be good before they dropped it, and then they dropped it, and it wasn't good. So it literally still made it worse. But what they did was they made it so that you don't lose points until you enter platinum. So like if you are silver, gold, it doesn't matter. You would still get to platinum even if you lost all your matches. That's what they changed. Now, they even changed it later into the free-to-play where they made it so the rank system has players that are higher level shoved into the same area. So when you enter low emerald or high emerald, like in that emerald section, you start seeing characters with 2 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, 5 stars. It's a jumbled up mess. Every season, what happens? All those people reset and get pushed into emerald. So now you're playing with, again, the 5 stars and this rank system is atrocious. And it's funny because the steps that they took to make it better was actually the steps that they took to make it worse. So again, it's not looking good for you, Disney Speedstorm. Come on, we have had to have fixed at least one thing that I complained about in this video. But let's go. It's a spike in difficulty. Again, I'm usually the tryhard, so I don't mind that thing. But I'm thinking in perspective of other players that aren't like me, that don't want to spend their whole entire day playing Speedstorm getting better, and just, they don't want to do that. So if I'm going to be climbing, I'm going to use this as an example. If I'm a bronze, I get the silver, I get and I get the gold, and it's like, okay, cool. And then I start getting towards emerald, and it's like, bro, I can't win anymore. Why? Because it's like you put a lot of the, I'm going to say this as respectfully as possible. You put a lot of the bad players in a rank system where it's designed to carry them to the higher rank. And then when they get there, they can't go nowhere, and it feels horrible. It's funny how much I was thinking about you guys. I was thinking about free-to-play. I was thinking about the experience that everyone would have in Disney Speedstorm. I was thinking about you guys so much. I would make so many videos back then. And all these problems are literally the same problems that cause people to quit, the same problems that people are complaining about now. And it's like, bro, did y'all just not care back then? Could we not have rectified this 5 months ago? It was more than that, but we're just gonna say because I made this video 5 months ago, that's what it is. 5 months ago, we ain't changed not near nothing. I'm just, Speedstorm, you're looking a little sus, but let's keep going. I still love you. And when you lose, you don't lose any points. And then when you get to a higher rank, when you lose a ton of points. Like, it really does not make sense to me why it is designed like this. And it's crazy because this game has so much potential, and I really love this game. So to see the things fall short like that is a bit ridiculous. You can either win because you're a higher level than all the racers that you're playing with, which does happen. Right. You know, you can be level 32 and then take it into ranked and you just cruising, or you just get carried to a higher rank and then you're not having fun anymore. Right. Either way, the spike once you hit a spot in ranked is just unbelievably like difficult, and it shouldn't be like that. The fourth thing I want to talk about are racers. Oh God. Once you get to a higher level in ranked, even though you're not at a higher level, your racer just obviously feels at a disadvantage. it doesn't matter how good you are. There are just racers that are just way better, like way better. And it's like, why would I even play those? It's my favorite character, yes, but you're having a ranked mode that should express your skill. Like, some of these characters are just downright ridiculous. Steamboat Mickey, that's just what? Mike Wazowski, again, what? Like I could just go on and on. I think Jumba's ult is ridiculous. I don't think the character itself is nasty, but I do think that his ability to smack the person at first is a little bit ridiculous. Stitch's ult is a little bit ridiculous.
Busted.
Gantu's is ridiculous. Steamboat Pete's is ridiculous. Like, what in the world is going on here with these racers?
It's funny because that's still a thing, and it's gotten worse. And it's funny too how I said before in the video is the character you pick when you get to high rank determines how hard it is for you to climb. I mean, you don't even have to be high rank. Honestly, there's just some characters that are harder to climb than others. That's not a ranked mode. That's troll. And I never really liked that. I'm going to keep going because I don't want to rant. But that was always something I disliked, and I really hope that they fixed. And it just always hurt my heart because it's like, I loved your game. I spent so much time with the game. And I was really hoping that the game could be amazing. And then we get down the road and it's like, what are y'all doing to this masterpiece that you guys done crafted? Okay, let's keep going though. I should be able to pick whatever racer I love and be able to compete. I shouldn't feel like, oh, well, I gotta play this character. It's gonna be a lot harder to climb with this character because it sucks. Like that's no. That shouldn't be how it is. And so I want to get to my final point here. My final point is there should just be a new mode. Period. That would help a lot. Now, the mode that I'm thinking about, ranked, obviously. There should be a ranked mode and then a casual mode. Okay.
Ranked mode is where you play for real. And then the casual mode is where you just have fun. I have my levels, I have my items, look at my build, all that extra fun stuff, right? Cool. But with ranked, either make it so there are specific level requirements or there are specific requirements to get in certain tiers. Mm-hmm. And that will make it a lot easier for the players to compete.
Right.
Or this is what I suggest, and I know a lot of people might not feel this way. I just feel like there should be a mode that just deletes all the stats. There's a mode that deletes all the items, all the abilities, and basically you're just racing with it.
It's funny because I say that now. I don't think they should remove everything, but I do think they should remove the stats, and I do think they should remove the character abilities and treat it more like Mario Kart. Mario Kart does it right, obviously. They have so many games for a reason, right? Now, I'm not saying they need to copy and paste it, but follow the formula that it works. That's what people do to become great. You don't just deviate from what doesn't work. People enjoy Mario Kart because it's very friendly. It's very fun to play with others. It doesn't require tons of skill to have fun. And everyone feels kind of like balanced. Everyone feels in their own way. Disney Speedstorm is like, bro, when you get in here, it's fun. You have a honeymoon phase. No, Disney Speedstorm has a honeymoon phase of about a week or a month, depending on how much you play. After that honeymoon phase is over, you start to realize the issues with the game, and you start to not have fun again, and it feels horrible. The one reason this happens is because we don't have a mode like that. Regulated is the closest to that, and even then, Regulated, I still feel it's still missing the mark. Again, I don't want to rant, but I'm just saying that it's funny that I said the exact 5 months and we haven't had anything change. That's a hefty long time to change nothing.
I will even take it as far as saying delete everything but keep the abilities. That works too, you know? Don't make the abilities broken, make them level 1 abilities so that you can recover in time.
Say that there.
Or like if Mike uses a door, he's not 1,000 meters ahead of you. Like make it so that they're all level 1 abilities, but you also, you know, you're all the same stats. Everybody's handling is the same. Everybody's speed is the same. Everybody's boost is the same. Everybody's
I didn't mean
fighting power is the same. I forgot the word for it. Brawler? Nope, not brawler. There's another word for it. Combat. Combat is the same. Make sure all this is the same. So only difference is either I'm better than you and I win.
Right.
If I'm not better than you, I lose. That's how rank should be. I don't know why it's not like that. It should be like that. So in closing, let's close it out. Let's close it out smart.
Close it out, Pop, and close it out smooth.
I think right now, if we're looking at Disney Speedstorm as a for fun game, I think it's doing a pretty good job. Like the maps are insane, the characters are crazy, everything is over the top, it feels great. But there's a ranked aspect to it, and nobody that is a ranked player on any game wants ranked to feel like casual because there's no reason for that, right? Like why would we want that? So I think we need to remove regulated and have that just be its own fun mode and everything goes. It's crazy. And then have ranked mode have actually like stipulations. Okay, well, everybody's the same stats, and then there's just items. Or, okay, there's no items, but maybe I really think levels got to go. No, seriously. I think if we do a rank mode like that, everybody just needs to have the same stats.
I feel it.
You can pick whatever character you want. You can have the bonus stats from like being a speedster or a brawler. Keep that core mechanic the same. But I'm talking about some of these characters have some really overloaded stats, and I think they should go and allow us to only pick up abilities for our characters and have it be level 1. So it's not as chaotic. But I feel like that's busted. Maybe make
It's
a bar,
super busted.
like a charge up bar, and if you hit a lot of drifts or if you pick up items and smack people, whatever it feels, and then you can use your ability that way. There's a lot of ways you can go about this, but right now the rank system is very bad. Right now the high level scene of Disney Speedstorm just feels really awful. And again, as a person that loves this game, it sucks to see that because I know for a fact that players that are playing this for free, when they come and try it, they're not going to like it as much because if you already bought the game, you love the game, you love everything about it, most likely, right?
Why am I so
But let's
right?
just say you're trying a game and it's free. You don't know anything about it, and you try it. Your friend's like, hey, let's try it. And you're on the fence. If they play this, they're gonna be like, bro, the game's too hard. 1, the things are broken. 2, like it's the fun isn't gonna keep them there because they're trying it. And so, I mean, I'm not saying Game Loft, you should partner with me. I'm just, maybe you should, Game Loft, often with Loft, but I am saying
Game Loft wouldn't partner with me. I already know they won't because A, I'm giving them publicity for free by making videos, but B, I don't agree with like more than half of the stuff that they do on the business side. The design team, the music team, like everything that they do on the other side. Oh God, I love it. It's amazing. But that business side, they smart not to partner with me. That's all I'm gonna say. I guess I don't badmouth them, but they definitely know there's a lot of things I don't like.
that we do need to come up with ideas to make the game more balanced for everybody.
Right.
Not just for casuals, not just for serious players. If we really want to break that down, we need to have a casual mode and an actual serious mode for people who want to play for real. Even change the whole rank system as a whole. It's okay. But we definitely need to make sure that if I'm a casual, I want to enjoy myself with my friends. We chilling. If I'm a ranked player, this is where I want to go hard. This is where I want to go crazy. Let's make it so that my skill actually matters.
Right.
That is my final thoughts. Again, thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate.
That's crazy. The fact that I literally said everything word for word of what I said in all my recent videos really goes to show Disney Speedstorm hasn't upgraded at all. It has the same issues that it had before, and this is 5 months ago. Like, are we really just not going to change anything? I know season 6 isn't here yet, so possibly they could have, but it's been 5 months. At this point, it makes me not even want to hold my breath, and I hate saying that because I always gave them such, I always had such hope for them. But in perspective, I never realized they had the same exact issues that we have now, months ago, and it wasn't fixed. God, I cannot believe that, dude. Oh, that's wild. Anyway, of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to know what you guys think about the fact that everything that I stated 5 months ago plus is still wrong with the game and maybe has even gotten worse over time. I really want to know how you guys feel about that. Until next time, you know what I always say. Thank you guys for doing what? Popping often. We'll often.